The former head of Indonesia's free meals body has been arrested just a day after he was sacked by President Prabowo Subianto. The Office of National Nutrition Agency was raided this morning by investigators from the Attorney General's office. Employees meant to report for duty were reportedly not allowed to enter the premises. The agency is responsible for President Prabowo Subianto's signature free school meals program. It has been under scrutiny after mass food poisonings and corruption claims. And for more on this, CNA's Chandni Vatvani joins us live now from Jakarta. Now, Chandni, Indonesia's Attorney General's office has officially detained the former head of the National Nutrition Agency, Dadan Hindayana. Can you tell us more about what's happened?
That's right. There's been a lot of events and changes that have happened in the course of one day for the National Nutrition Agency. Not only were employees restricted from entering the premises earlier in the day, but the Attorney General's office has officially named former head of the National Nutrition Agency, Dadan Hindayana, along with two former deputy heads for alleged corruption in executing the Free Nutritious Meals program. In a press conference this evening, Director of Investigations at the Attorney General's Office for Special Crimes outlined a litany of charges, including the procurement of over 21,000 electric motorcycles, over 30,000 pairs of shoes and tablets, and over 5,000 television units that did not comply with regulations and were marked up. Now, allegations were also revealed of billions of rupiah in daily funds flowing to foundations affiliated with the Free Nutritious Meals program, which are affiliated then with high-ranking officials at the agency. The investigator also went on to explain that the so-called foundations served as vehicles for crime and did not meet the requirements to be nutrition fulfillment service unit partners, which typically prepare the meals, but they were still approved to become partners through affiliations with Mr. Dadan and his associates. Now, the investigator also said that these foundations also received very large incentives. Separately, prior to being officially charged and detained, Indonesia's State Secretary said that the president is appointing Chandni Vatvani to replace Mr. Dadan after a year and a half of monitoring and evaluation. Take a listen.
Ada yang berkenaan dengan masalah kedisiplinan dalam menjalankan SOP, ada yang berkenaan dengan masalah kedisiplinan dalam menjalankan tata kelola, termasuk kedisiplinan di dalam menjaga kualitas dari makanan yang seharusnya sudah ditetapkan oleh Badan Gizi Nasional.
The state secretary said that these were some of the points that they had taken note of and were the basis for the president's considerations for making this change. Now, he also said that they were hopeful and optimistic that they would be able to correct these or rectify these notes.
Right. Now, Chandni, we know that investigators have locked down its officers, but what's next for the agency?
Well, Chandni Vatvani, who is replacing Mr. Dadan, is a former deputy for the National Nutrition Agency. She was also a former journalist. Now, she said that this role is a big mandate and responsibility for her. The government has emphasized as well that the change in leadership within the National Nutrition Agency will not impact the implementation of the Free Nutritious Meals program, which is currently underway across the region and the nation. And they are absolutely committed to improving the nutritional quality of the younger generation. Separately, the AGO has said that investigations are certainly ongoing and that they will be looking into anyone who is connected to the matter.
Chandni, thank you so much for bringing us the latest. That was the CNA's Chandni Vatvani live from Jakarta.